Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to our Ruth First Scholarship Evening. I must say this is quite overwhelming. I have never spoken into a mic that says SABC News. I feel quite afraid up here. It's a great pleasure to welcome Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, who along with the new scholarship recipients truly is the guest of honour here tonight. She will be more formally welcomed later in the programme. We have received a special greeting and apology from Justice Albie Sachs, who is the Trust's patron, and unfortunately he cannot be here this evening as he is lecturing at Yale University. An apology has been received from Mrs. Barbara Creasy, Gauteng MEC for Education, and a special welcome to Mr. Raymond Martin, our District Director. A very special welcome to Ruth's nephew, Jonathan, and his wife, Joan. We have received numerous apologies and greetings from many, which are too many to mention at this stage. We'd like to welcome Mr. Brian Hoger, Chief of Staff of the Reserve Bank. Other welcomes: governing body and staff, Chairperson Mr. and Mrs. Theo Boshoff, and other governors and staff of the school. To the trustees of the Ruth First Memorial Trust, Professor Isabel Hofmeyer, Chairperson of the Trust, Mrs. Christina Notununu, who is the Director to the Office of the Deputy Director General of the GDE and is Vice Chairperson of the Trust, Miss Elaine Sampson, the former Principal of Robben Island School and now a businesswoman. To the family and friends of Ruth First, Jennifer Soicher, Ruth's cousin, and Rika and Claudia Hodgson, long-standing family friends. Other JP family representatives: Mrs. Becky Tobias, former headmistress of JP Girls, and Miss Penny McRory, former headmistress of JP Prep. To Rob Katzen, Chairman of the JP Schools Trust and other trustees. To Dale Jackson, Deputy Head of JP Boys. Kerry Pierce, Deputy Head at JP Prep. To the previous scholarship recipients and their families, and to the 9 new scholarship recipients and their families. To representatives of other educational institutions, members of the Wits Ruth First Memorial Lecture Committee, to Phyllis Byers from Gibbs, and to Professor Graham Hall. Representatives from the primary schools of scholarship recipients, to Renee Abrahams from Leicester Road Primary, to Lorraine Hlube and Tandi Mofokeng from Emadleweni Primary, to Marina LaRue from Colin Mann Primary, Laura Lupnow from Aston Manor, to Sharon Lynch from Robertsham Primary, to Giselle Mainhart from Tom Newby Primary, and a representative from Park Senior. We are sure that you must be very proud of the scholarship recipients from your schools. Then, welcome to the major scholarship sponsors: to Roger Sharnak, representing ABSA, Anna Marie Mostert, CEO of Sisego Cares, Judith Chikumbi and Charlotte Koza, to Buyili Shabangu from AVI, to Jules Newton from Avovision, to Andre and Sylvia Grobler of Nkwazi Field Marketing, to Motlaleu Sekuaila and Chidi Bolani from Rand Water Foundation, Andrew Rees-Bevans from BDO, to Pierre Fourie, Nikki Kingwell and Shelley Alberts from KPMG, the trustees' auditors, to Jenny Phillips, the Trust's attorney, and to other donors who contribute either via annual amounts or monthly debit order. Their names are listed on the programme in the folder. To other NGOs and major corporates, we welcome Richard Parker from the Edgar Drosty Trust, Zani Kuntz and Delia Norse from MAD Foundation, to Martha Gordon from Wits Foundation, to Rajan Govender and Judith Manukanwaza from Komatsu, to Tracy and Gavin Henry from Chikulu, to Zaneli Luhabe from Accenture, to Tulani Madondu and Lechlasa Mogema from the Kliptown Youth Programme, to Monkedi Moipsi from Standard Bank, to Teresa Moyler and Susan Maybe from the Transnet Foundation, to Alfred Matlaila and Albi Molati from FNB, to Yvette Noel, head of the RMB Fund, Nosipo Nuksweni, Moketi Chabalala and Miriam Kasim from the Tebi Foundation, to Ursula van Eck from Afribiz, to Dr. Rufus Wezi from Cecil Inzalo Foundation, Jeanette Murray and Carol Parry from Aon, and to Kim Dykers from Canon. To those who have contributed their time and technical expertise for design and promotional material, the website, the selection, etc., they have been acknowledged in the programme. And then all other guests, some representing suppliers, numerous JP Old Girls, interested members of the community, and members of the press. Thank you very much for attending what promises to be a fantastic event this evening. I now would like to call on Mbali Tlachwayo, one of the Deputy Head Councillors, to introduce our guest speaker. Mbali.